Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be talking to you guys about what our plans are for the month of December. So if you guys have been around my channel and you've seen my plan with me's and how to plan out the year, you know that we are taking the month of December off. If you're new here, you guys, we are taking the whole month of December off. We are super excited. We actually just had our last day of school on Wednesday. We worked all the way up until Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, so that we can take off from Thanksgiving all the way through December, and we won't go back until after the 1st of January. We are really excited about this month. Now my sister and her family are going away for the month or a few weeks, so it will just be myself and the kiddos, and I've tried to plan some really fun things for us to do. I didn't want to take the whole month of December off and just kind of let them lay around and not do much. So I wanted to make sure to do a lot of things having to do with Christ, having to do with family, having to do with giving, you know, all the things that kind of come into why we celebrate Christmas as Christians. So the first thing that we will be this is the main thing that I want to focus on is Advent. Now last year, if you've been with me for a long time, you know that last year we all got really sick during December. We didn't celebrate Christmas. We didn't celebrate New Year's. It was a really hard time for us. So this year I just wanted to take full advantage, and I'm hoping and praying, God willing, that we all stay healthy through this month and beyond. So last year what I had done, I'm going to show you guys a little bit about it, but I do want to mention to you that I do have a video specifically on our Advent. But I purchased the Advent Jessie Tree. This book here I purchased from Amazon. I don't think it's too expensive. It just walks through every single day of Advent, explains things. So for instance, day 1 was the light in creation. So when we went to the first day, it just breaks down everything about that. So the symbol is a globe or picture of the earth. The memory verse is, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. And then hymns to sing. You can find these hymns online. We couldn't find all of them, but we found what we could. And then what we do is it tells you that it has a section for children and it has a section for adults here. So at the top here, it tells you what scripture you're going to be reading with your kiddo. But before you read, you're going to want to do the devotion here. And so it says, did you see something wonderful today? Name some things. So just giving you something to discuss, to talk about, to kind of touch on as a family. And then it says, the big round world that we live on is wonderful. Show the symbol. So you're going to show them, you know, the world, a globe, whatever you have that symbolizes the world. Do you know who made that world and everything around us? You know, you wait for them or you tell them God did. Let's look in our Bible and see. So then they tell you what to read. And then after you read, so it tells you to read Genesis 1-1, and then it has discussion about it. So it walks you through everything you need to know. It also has questions that you ask, and then it has a closing prayer. So what I did when I first found this, I went onto Pinterest and I looked up different Jessie tree ornaments just to see what they had. They had so many different varieties, you guys. I'm kind of over the top with stuff, so I bought some stuff to make things, but I bought it from the Dollar Tree, so it wasn't really expensive. I bought it for the girls, all, you know, my daughter, my son, and then my 2 other nieces. But my son didn't do any of them last year because I wanted him to be able to make his own ornament. So anyways, I found ideas on Pinterest, but you can also, they have like free downloadable PDFs that have ones that you could just print out on paper and color them. You can go as basic as you want or as extravagant as you want. So what I did, I just made them like a little letter. I typed up a verse and then I typed up a letter to them from me explaining what Advent is. I purchased these little plastic bins. I had an orange one already for my daughter, and I purchased this gray one for my son. I just got these. It had like at the Dollar Tree, they had like a pack of these paper tags, and I wrote with a chalk pencil, or I don't know, maybe, or was it a chalk marker? I don't know. I wrote it with something, you guys, from the dollar store. And then what I had done is I printed out from online, it's a list of what you need for Advent. So one would be light in the creation, your ornament's going to be in earth, and then the supplies that you're going to need is styrofoam, paint, and a paintbrush. Now you can go along with this list or you could do it all on your own. I'll have to see if I could find this same one that I can link to my Pinterest for you guys to find. But then what I did is I had everything in like bags. I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna link this video for you guys so I can move on of what other things I did. But I'll show you one thing. So the kids just painted the styrofoam ball like the earth, and then we just bought some of this twine and we just stuck it in there with some glue, and this is the first ornament. And we have little trees that we bought from Target. I already had a smaller tree that had like LED lights already in it for my daughter to use, but the one that I purchased from Target is just a plain like white tree. It's really little. I think it was like $10 and that's what he's going to use this year. But I'll go ahead and link this down below for you guys, this video, so that you guys could really look in depth if you guys are interested in doing something like this. But basically, you read out of that book every day, and then you do like a corresponding ornament that goes along with it, and you hang it on the tree for Advent. So that is number one. That is the thing that I'm going to focus on, is Advent. Another thing that we're going to do is I have this book here. Now this book is really old. I did look it up to make sure that they are still available in some places. You can find them on Amazon, you can find them on eBay, you can find them, I think Thrift Books is all out. Now you could probably find other books that are similar to this. This was my uncle's, he passed away. This was like a book written in the 40s, I believe. It was given to him in the 40s, so it's really old. It's called Sing for Christmas. And what it is inside, it basically, let me show you guys. It is really cool, you guys. So if you guys can find it, it's really, really cool. But basically this breaks down different carols that we sing today. For instance, this one is Away in a Manger. So it breaks down where this song actually came from, when it was made up, and where it began. So when you turn the page, it's actually the song, Away in the Manger. So what we are going to do, this was actually written by Martin Luther. So what we are going to do is we're going to read about it after we do Advent, and then we are going to sing the song. I'm going to look up the song on YouTube. Hopefully they have them, and we'll sing along, and we'll just discuss it a little bit. I'm not sure if we're going to do anything else, but it breaks down where a little town of Bethlehem came from. Joy to the World. So it has so many beautiful songs that we sing to the Lord. So it just breaks down where those songs actually came from, who wrote them, and why they wrote them. So I'm really excited to read this book. So that's something that we are also going to be doing. Another thing we're going to do that we weren't able to get through last year is I follow Grace and Grit, the channel Grace and Grit, Ashley, and she does like a seasonal worksheet bundle that she sells. I think she does it with multiple women, but we started it last year. My son didn't really do much on it, but my daughter started it last year with her cousins, and we didn't get through it because we got sick. Like literally on the 14th, I think we were all sick. So that's when we stopped. So I think we ended somewhere, they did the penguins. I think we actually started on the bears, or did we finish the bears? I'm not sure, but we still have quite a bit in here to do. Yeah, we didn't get through polar bears. So we're gonna work through some of these worksheets. They're really cute, you guys. If you haven't checked out her bundles, they're really cute. When she first drops them, I think they're only like $25. But after the first week, it jumps to $50. So it can be kind of pricey. They give you a whole lot of worksheets that go along with it, but it can be kind of pricey. But I have mine from last year. So this is last year's. And if you guys never purchased that, you can always purchase it. And I think it's cheaper than this year's. And it has penguin studies on pine trees, polar bears, cardinals, really cute like elf sheets. They have some on Jesus, we're going to be working through that this year. We didn't do it last year. And then these are the ones that I printed out because I saved the downloadable PDF because I purchased it, so I got to download it. So I just printed the stuff out that he can do this year with us. He will totally love sitting down with Tally and doing that. So we're going to be working through some sheets. I'm really excited about this. So I wanted us to do something fun each day going up to Christmas. Now we do have some things planned with cousins and my dad and stuff like that. We're gonna be baking and making things. But what I did was I put together this little 20 days of Christmas activities, and it's like a countdown 1 through 20. And we just came up with different things to do. So my daughter and myself sat down, and so we have baking, wear Christmas PJs all day, read a Christmas story, give to others. So when we give to others, what we are gonna do is I have some pamphlets and things that I've been getting in the mail of different things that we can donate to or give to others, like meals, Bibles, food in different countries, food here, toys, things like that. So I wanted to sit with my daughter and son and talk to them about it and go over the different pamphlets and see which they would like to give and how much, and kind of work through that together so that they feel what Christmas time is really about, what any time is really about. It's not even just Christmas, but just giving to others. That is the true meaning, is to help others. That's what Jesus did when he came here. It was never about himself. It was always about all of us. So I want them to know that, you know, it's a great thing to give to others. So that's what we're probably going to be doing for giving on that number. When we choose number 4, that's what we're going to be focusing on with giving to others. Make Christmas cards, or fill out Christmas cards. We're not making them. That would have been a really cute idea to actually make them. Maybe we'll do that next year. Or I'll ask her, maybe. No, I bought them already. We'll make them next year. Make ornaments, make cousin gifts, Christmas movie night, help with gift wrapping. She loves gift wrapping, and I'm always trying to get it done so fast, so I only let her do it sometimes with me. So she'll love that. My son, he's not going to do that, but most of these he will do with us. Look at Christmas lights, learn about St. Nicholas. That is something I want to do, and I found a movie on PureFlix, and it's called, what is it? I wrote it down. St. Nicholas, The Real Story. I've never seen it. I just pulled it up and saw that they had something on PureFlix on him, and I wanted to kind of learn more about him and have my kids learn about him. I know about him, but not much. So I thought that that would be kind of cool. So I put that here. Christmas craft with hot cocoa, make candy, make a Christmas bracelet that we could wear on Christmas, make a stocking. So the stockings I literally just purchased from Walmart. They're like 98 cents. They're felt stockings, but I was thinking that the kids can decorate stockings. I thought that that would be fun. I got 4 just in case I have kids here with us, maybe some of Tally's cousins. So I got those just in case. And then for our Christmas cards, I just picked these ones up from Walmart. I think they were like $5. And it is like a Christian one, because it talks about God on the inside. So I wanted to make sure to get cards that talked about God. Let's see here. We have to have a Christmas party, have a cousin sleepover, write a letter to the grandparents, make a Christmas gift for your sibling, and make parents something special. So those are our 20 things that we are going to do before Christmas. Now, I created these little garland banners. I'll show you here on the screen. And what I did was, the little garland banners are actually from the Dollar Tree, and they're for cards. So it comes, I think, with 12 clips. Yeah, 12 clips. And so what I did is I used 2 of them. I have the tree one and I have the snowflake one, and I just took 2 off of each so that it would be 20. And then I cut out cardstock into small little squares, and I labeled them 1 through 20, and I flipped them around backwards. So what we're gonna do is each day I'm gonna go back and forth and have my son choose one, and then the next day I'll have my daughter choose one. But whatever number that is, I'm going to go and we're gonna pull this sheet here and say it's number 6. So we're going to go to number 6 and it's going to be make ornaments. So that's what we're going to do that day. Just because I don't want to choose something and my daughter doesn't want to do it, or my son, or my daughter chooses something that I don't really feel like doing that day, I will have it to where we have to do it. There's no arguments. If it's on here and we choose it, we're going to do it. Now there are a couple things that I know that we are going to do. So for instance, we are supposed to be baking with my dad. And so he has to plan a day with us because he works. So whatever day he chooses, baking is on number 1. So I will have to just check the cards and take it off and write it in the date that we're actually doing it. So if you are like me and you have to plan things out, another thing, we're supposed to have like a little Christmas party with my sister-in-law and her kiddos. So I will have to just put that in the date that we're actually doing it and not do any of these things on that specific date. But I thought that this would be a really fun way to incorporate that. So whenever I start getting the dates that we have for specific things that we're supposed to be doing, I'm just going to fill them into the calendar so that we can keep track of what we have going for that day. So another thing that we will be doing, like I read to you off on our Christmas activities, we're going to be reading Christmas stories. So with those Christmas stories, I'm going to be reading The Birth of Jesus. I love these little books here. I purchased them from Groupon probably 8 years ago for my daughter. I think that they still sell these on Amazon. You could probably check on eBay, but I'm going to read this story to them. I have this one, The Spirit of Christmas, that I'll be reading to them. I also am going to start reading this, The War on Christmas. I think that I'm going to read this to myself, not to the kids, because I want to know exactly what's in here, what's being said. I don't know if it'll keep my daughter's attention. I think it may be written for adults. I did start reading it. It's pretty interesting, so I'm going to continue to read this. But that is basically what we have going for the month of December, guys. I will probably take you guys along with us on day in the lives when we're doing some fun activities in Advent, just to kind of share our time with you guys and to document it for ourselves. We're basically just going to be trying to celebrate this month and enjoy each other's time with each other and kind of slow things down a little bit. I love the fact that we don't have to concentrate on curriculum and, you know, meeting these deadlines with tests and things like that. So I'm really excited for this month, and I hope that you guys are all planning something wonderful for this December for you guys and your families. I'd love to hear what you guys plan on doing down below in my comments. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Be safe, be blessed, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful day. Bye.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars,